So what you're going to see in this clip is a situation where this criminal stalker tenant, who I've shown in numerous other videos, who has been involved in harassment and stalking against me since he moved in April. In the house, he lives upstairs in the house where I live. I'm renting a room in the basement, and it's pretty clear that he's been put there intentionally to do these things. He will often go and stand in front of the door right as I'm about to leave, as soon as I put my shoes on to leave, and he'll almost block the doorway and stand there in a really aggressive manner. From the first moment he moved in, the first night in April, he starts slamming things down on the floor. Extremely loud noise directly above me at like 5:30 in the morning. And then he started doing this the next day, just smashing things down in a totally unnatural way that was obviously intentional. And I showed in the other video footage I have on my Controlling the Narrative YouTube page and on my secondary page, Full Spectrum Dominance, how I approached this individual and was very polite to him and just asked him why he was making that type of noise, and I told him it was disturbing and disruptive, and he was very rude and sarcastic and dismissive. And then from that point forward, they would continually have him showing up where I would be. So they'd have him following me sometimes when I would leave, have him coming outside of the house right when I was coming home, showing up constantly wherever I was going. And so this culminated again when I was about to leave for work one night. They had him standing aggressively, blocking the doorway intentionally, just as I was trying to leave and go to work. And somehow he knew exactly when I was going to leave, even though I don't always leave at the same time. So that in and of itself is suspicious. Literally, as soon as I would put my shoes on, the door would open upstairs. He would go out and stand right in front of the front door, almost blocking it. Obviously, these are intentional attempts to provoke an altercation, and no one would do these things normally or naturally. So at any rate, this clip here is from the next day after another such incident, and after that occurred, I called the landlord to speak to him about this continued harassment from this individual. And you can see here, this is the next day. I'm coming home from work, and I got to the grocery store a little bit early, and I was waiting for it to open. And I had my back turned, and suddenly this guy approaches me. I hear him shout, and part of it got cut off with the video, but what he asked at first, because I just had to press the button for the camera glasses, and I pressed it twice by accident. But anyway, it started recording shortly after he asked, did I call the landlord about him? And then, he was fairly aggressive and whatnot. And I said, yeah, I did call him, and I'll call him again, because obviously he had just been given instructions to show up there exactly where I was right after he had done that the previous night. So this person is a criminal. He's been involved in continued stalking and harassment against me. And it's quite clear that this is coordinated too, because these same things have been going on wherever I've moved for 3 years. So I think this individual is clearly somebody who's just been put in here to do these things. So then after this occurred, during this situation, you're going to see what ensues here. And of course, after this, I had to call the police because he uttered a threat here, a threat of violence against me. And when I did call the police, you'll be very interested to see one of the officers who showed up, because we've seen this specific officer before, and it's quite clearly it is quite clearly intentional that this person was sent to deal with this situation. You'll also notice how almost standoffish she is, and how she seems to almost want to defend this perpetrator, despite the fact that I will show the officers evidence of a clear threat of violence that he made against me. So this is what is going to be shown here. Oh, how are you, sir? I'll call him again, actually, today about you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. You've been involved in harassment against me for quite some time.
Harassment?
You're showing up
I don't even know you.
You're showing up at the store right when I've arrived. You came out of the house and stood there aggressively when I left the house last night. I don't want to deal with you. You know what you're doing.
Running wild.
No. You're a sick person.
Stay away from me.
You just came up to me. I'm waiting to go into the store. I'm going to go into the store right here, so. And I'll call Sam about you too. You're deranged. Get a job too.
But that's what I'm saying. You're gonna get your ass kicked because you.
So you just made a threat? You just made a threat towards me? I'll call. I've got that for the police. I've got that for the police. Okay. I got that for the police. And notice, I'm gonna wait till he goes because this guy's been sent here. Obviously, he's trying to provoke a fight. You can tell. I'm not going in while he's there. I'm just gonna wait. He's saying get away from him. You could see what happened there. And he was sent to do that. Okay, I'm going to speak to the police about him once I get the footage of that today and show them the threat. Hi, how are you? Good. The one who made the call. And of course, unsurprisingly, as soon as I open the door, who do I see standing there? But the same police officer who they had sent on a previous occasion to intentionally park in front of the house just after I had filed a complaint against a Gatineau police officer for gross incompetence and for protecting another criminal harasser. So she was sent that day, obviously, to do that. She wasn't doing any legitimate work, and she had been told to park directly in front of the house so that I would see her when I arrived home. And you can see in the other video the short interaction that I had with her there. And so, of course, they've intentionally sent her back again in this situation. And you can tell she's not pleased that I uploaded that video. And you can tell as you watch this that she really doesn't seem to want to help at all. And not only that, she seems to pretty much be taking the side of this criminal perpetrator in this situation. So just take a look at what ensues here. Is the one who made the call. You can come in if you want. I want to show you. I have video footage of this recent incident that happened. Do you want me to come out and explain it to you first? Before I think the guy's up here, so maybe I should come outside and explain it to you. Would that be better, or do you want to? Yeah, or you can come in. Whatever is. Hi, sir. How are you? I'm just speaking to them about it. Do you happen to know by chance? Is that guy Tony? Is he here? Is he here now? The guy. You know the gentleman Tony? I think his name is.
I'm not sure.
Okay, the guy who's upstairs. One of the other guys.
Okay.
Yeah, there he is. Okay. So maybe I can just come out and speak to you first. It's probably better if I speak to you.
Yeah, it's like you want.
Or do you want to come in and I'll show you the video footage of what happened and then whatever's best for you, whatever you'd prefer?
Come out.
Okay, I'll come out. Give me 1 second. I'll just grab my shoes.
He complained a couple of months ago because we used the vacuum cleaner.
Okay, I'll wait. You can. Sure, I'll come back, I guess. I don't want to do it while he's here, so. Actually, can I ask? Sorry to interrupt. I called first. I think. May I speak to you first before he does? Just because I think he's going to lie about the situation, and I have it all recorded.
It doesn't matter if we speak to him or you.
Well, it does because I have it all recorded, and I have other incidents of him doing harassment things.
He has the right to talk with us too.
Sure, I'm not saying that he doesn't.
You can't wait in your room. It's downstairs, or prepare your videos and we'll be.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah. Okay. See, he's trying to. You can hear what he's saying, right? He's saying that because he approached me outside of the store to harass me because he knew I was going to be there. He's saying that I said something to the effect of. He's twisting it around basically. So. Hi. Do you want to come in, or should I come out and talk to you first?
No, just come in and
Okay.
take ID.
Oh, sure, of course, no problem, no problem. He's trying to invert the situation, saying stay away from him.
Continue to do the same thing.
You hear this?
Stay away from him.
Okay. Okay. So there's a bit of a situation that goes along with this. Do you want to hear all about it before I show you what he did today? I think it's probably better that way.
Well,
I think we spoke before. I recall when you were out in front that day. You remember me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting that you're here. But anyway, so yeah, we had spoken on one previous occasion.
Well, you spoke with me.
Yeah, I approached you because you're out in front of the house there that day. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So here, okay, let me just give you well, before I do, I think he gave you a bunch of stories there, so I think I should give you the story of what's going on from my end too. So I moved here in I've been here a little over 3 months now. So he came in about a month after I was here. As soon as he came in, there's continual noise, unnatural noise, like at 5:30 a.m. It sounds like somebody's smashing something down on the floor up above. And I sleep with earphones on, right? So it takes a lot of noise to disturb me. So I have video footage of this. There's a lot of stuff that I want to show you just to show you that it's not just me calling about one thing. I wouldn't waste your time if it was just one thing. There's a continual pattern with this guy. And it seems like I don't know why he would do it because I've never met him in my life before being here. But it seems like he's almost being prompted to do these things. And I have, when I was at another place before, I used to live near, do you know Grabera in St. Louis, that area? Mm-hmm. I used to live up there. And there was a situation where I had to call the police about something similar where a tenant was doing the same thing. The weird thing is, like, okay, you're going to have situations, I know there are coincidences when people leave at the same time. This guy's going out. When I'm coming home, he's coming up to the door there. After these interactions we've had yesterday, when I came home at first in the morning, he's positioned right by the door. I opened the door. I'll show you the video of this too. I said, oh, sorry. I saw he was in there. I said, sorry about that. I didn't want to hit him with the door. He said, okay, it's no problem. I said, I'll wait till you're done. I have this footage here too. So then he said, okay, no worries, come in. I come in. Then as I'm about to leave last night, now I have this recorded because I want to show how weird it is. This doesn't just happen once or twice. This continually happens. I'm about to open the door, right? And that's why I have this, because of these things that have happened. So I'm about to open the door. I put my hand on the door. Boom. The door opens upstairs. He comes down, and he's standing right in front of the house. And I look out, and he's almost blocking the door. He had his arm in an aggressive posture like that. Not completely blocking it, but after the interaction we had yesterday and what he's been doing for all this time, I recorded the situation. I went out there. And then this morning, what happens is, I'm at the grocery store. I was on my way home from work. I work in Ottawa, so I work night shifts. I'm coming home. I stop at the Provigo, and I'm just waiting for it to open. I hear somebody shouting at my back, right? I turn around. It's him. He said, did you call Sam about me yesterday? Sam's the landlord here. I said, yeah, because I had to tell him about the situation because the guy seems, the show that he put on there is not who he really is. He seems violent and aggressive. I'm not a violent person at all. I don't have any type of physical confrontations with people. I don't like that type of thing. I don't even like arguing with people. So what happens is, naturally, I'm a little bit intimidated by the guy. He seems unstable based on other interactions we had. When he first started making the noise, I went upstairs just to politely ask him, because I didn't want to call the landlord and make a thing out of it if I could just speak to him politely. And I said, you know, your noise is kind of disturbing me. I have video footage of this, too, this interaction. He said, oh, I just dropped a cup. And I said, you just dropped a cup at 5:30 in the morning when it sounded like a sledgehammer? That wasn't a cup. And then he did it again. So to me that seemed purposeful, and he was very sarcastic and rude and dismissive. And I had footage of that too when I spoke to him about that. So after all these interactions, I didn't see him for maybe 2-3 weeks, but he's consistently coming out when I arrive home, leaving when I leave. And then again, we had the situation last night. And after that, today, this is very disturbing what he was doing today, because he seemed to be almost wanting to provoke a fight. And that's what a lot of this situation is. It's,
gaslighting, right? Gaslighting, trying to provoke somebody into a situation. And what I heard some of what he's saying to you. He's inverting the situation completely. He's trying to say that my being at the store, that was where I go on my route home. He walked up to me, he confronted me, he shouted, he was aggressive, trying to provoke a confrontation in front of the store. So all I said when he was leaving after, I said, I hope you're going to be at home, the police are going to come. And then he started shouting back again after that. So, yeah, come on in, I'll show you the videos. So, just when you warn you, it's very...
Go up today because we won't have like 1 hour to check all your videos. So just the one from today.
You called today.
Okay, so for...
Now, this reaction here is also very telling. They're saying they don't want to see any of the other video evidence I have of him continually doing these harassment and stalking activities, showing up continually when I'm leaving and when I'm coming home, showing up wherever I go. They don't want to see that because that presents a clear case that this isn't just an isolated incident. So they only want to see the incident from today when he made the threat. And that's very convenient, and it's very obvious why they're doing that. And take note also that they're saying we only have an hour. So I guess if somebody was stabbed or there was some sort of, if a murder had occurred, I guess they'd only have an hour as well for that, right? Because they can't be bothered with properly doing their jobs or upholding the law. And you can tell why this is intentionally being done. They've probably been told not to look at the other evidence. They might be aware of the fact that I record regularly and that I have a lot of other evidence of this guy continually doing stalking activities, showing up wherever I go, etc. So it's very convenient that they don't want to see that and they only want to see the footage from that day. Nonetheless, the footage from that day alone gives clear proof that he made a threat of violence.
You called today.
Okay, so for the one situation, can we continue on with the others if it stops today? I'll show you it today. Can I ask you this? You're going to write an incident report about this?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, and I can get a copy of that, right?
You have to ask.
Yeah, no, not from you. I mean at the station. I'll go to the station. Okay, I just want to make it on record because I feel threatened by him. He's unstable. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I'll show you today. But I would like to at some point go into the other stuff if it continues. If he's going to stop, we don't need to go into it. I don't want to. I just want to let it be on record. I don't want any.
He has the right to go to Provigo. He has the right to do noise.
Well, what do you mean? He has the right to do noise? You mean?
Like
well, at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not saying he.
The noise that you heard.
Yeah.
Cannot,
I'm not asking you to do anything about that. We've spoken to him about that. He's not in the unit above me now anyway, so that's not an issue. I understand. I'm not asking you to do something about that.
You can check them.
What you're saying here, though, hold on. Let me just clarify something. I know what you're saying with this. He can come and go when he wants. There's something very different between coming and going when you want and doing things continually in a consistent pattern right when someone is going out. Like right when I open the door and he's going out, that's suspicious. And it's not just one time. Yes, of course, yeah. Okay, let me show you today's stuff. Just before I let you know, this is tiny. So this is all I got here in the room. I'll just step in and I'll play it for you. That's a threat.
Yes, but he asked you to talk
Do you want me to? Sorry, do you want to hear that again?
No.
He said
you don't follow him, and what you did is you follow him.
No. I didn't. Okay, well, let's look what happens here. I don't go in. I don't go into the store.
And here you can tell how this female officer is clearly attempting to gaslight, to invert the situation, and to somehow turn it around to try to blame me, saying I was following him. Now, he showed up right where I was at the store, and then he asks me why I called the landlord that previous night. After all of these other things he's done, the store was just about to open and I was going to go in. He then immediately went to the door and I was going to go into the store. There was nothing by way of me following him there at all. And just before he was going to go in, he then made the threat of violence after I said, get a job, because he's always there. I shouldn't have said that, granted, but he's always there, and all he does is sit there. Somehow he has money to pay to stay there, despite having no job and no noticeable source of income, and he seems to be dressing fairly well as well, so could be possible that he's involved with the drug trade in some way. They do utilize a lot of career criminals for these operations too, and they will actually put them up and pay for their rent to have them harass people. But We can't prove that 100%, but certainly this situation here, you can tell what this female officer is trying to do. She's gaslighting and attempting to twist the situation around, and it's just astonishing that someone this dishonest and incompetent is in a position to enforce laws in this country. It's embarrassing. She's clearly trying to come take the side of this criminal perpetrator, and she just heard the threat that he made too. She just heard the threat of violence that he made in the video, but she doesn't seem concerned about that, nor does she even want to acknowledge that at all. So let's continue here.
Yeah,
He said
you don't follow him, and what you did is you follow him.
No. I didn't. Okay, well, let's look what happens here. I don't go in. I don't go into the store here.
We'll make a report about that. Do you have a piece of ID? We'll just say.
Well, hold on. Let me. No. I don't think this is being handled properly. I want to show you the whole incident. She said that I followed him into the store. I didn't follow him into the store.
The whole accident?
I didn't. No, it's not. I want to show you that I didn't follow him into the store, and that he's lying and inverting the situation.
Let the video check.
Look at. Okay.
Let the video.
Can we establish right here? Can we establish that he made a threat there? You're going to get your ass kicked as a threat. Everyone can agree on that. You heard what he said.
Okay, let the video check.
Okay.
The whole video.
Sure. Now I don't go into the store. I was going to initially, but I said I don't. I'm going to wait till he goes.
This guy's been sent here, obviously. He said you just heard him threaten me too. He just threatened me there, that guy. So you can see he's showing up.
Then he came out. I waited for him. He came back out, and then I said I'm going to call the cops after he left.
So he just made a threat against me.
You heard the threat clearly. I played the threat for you. Regardless of the situation, whether he doesn't like me, you're gonna get your ass kicked as a threat. After all he's done, can we? Okay.
The report number? Or?
Yes, I would like to take that. Actually, I'm recording now, so I just recorded it with this. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So let me also ask you if there are any further incidents with this individual, because I've already brought this to your attention now. I'm going to tell you that everything he said is inversion. Sure, of course. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Numéro de dossier pour le 202, s'il vous plaît. Reçu, merci. We'll make a report about the incident.
Sure, okay.
And you can, as you said, you can go to the police station, ask.
Yeah. I just want to tell you, though, before you go, I'm concerned that these things are going to continue. What is the procedure if he continues to do these things?
Ignore him. First, you need to ignore him.
I do ignore him, though. This is the thing, though. I can't ignore a threat of violence. I can't ignore a threat of violence.
The landlord can go to the civil court to expose him if he continues,
But,
or if a situation. You have to talk about the situation to the landlord.
Okay,
and he can make some procedure to expose.
Okay, but the thing is, though, that is a threat of violence. So should he do anything, I want it on record in the report that you're going to convey this in the report. You heard him make a threat against me. If that's not in the report, then the truth is not being conveyed in this situation.
We'll explain the situation, so don't worry with that.
Okay, I'm not telling you, I'm just saying, from my point of view, if that's not in the report and I see that it's not, I'm recording this, and this interaction will show that you didn't do the proper thing. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Do your job, okay?
Okay, thank you. You too. Sorry, just one final thing. Can I ask you, if it persists, you can't just ignore that after somebody's made a threat. I'm going to be calling you again if it persists. If this situation persists. We have it on record. He made a threat of violence. I've told you this. You know he did. So I'm concerned. Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
We'll send to the crowd, okay?
You mean the video?
Yeah, you will complete the statement.
You want to press charges?
Yes, I do. I do want to press charges against him. Yes, I do. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I wouldn't do it, but I'm concerned for my safety. He's unstable, the guy. And everything he said was a lie. He inverted the situation.
That will be the crowd.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a nice day today. Warm, huh? Okay.
Are you able to write in the car? Or?
I can, wherever's best for you. I can write it out here if you want. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Now this is very important here. Take note of what he just said. He said to me, "Do you want to write it in the car?" Now, at the time when this was going on, I didn't think anything of that. I thought that was just, random. I didn't think anything of it. But subsequently, after seeing what occurred, I can understand why he would say that and how devious these people are. So the reason he said that, do you want to write it in the car, was because while I was writing this thing to press charges, the report to press charges against this individual who had uttered the threat against me, conveniently the neighbors across the street start coming out and going to their car, this whole family. And of course they're looking over while I'm talking to the police. Now, you can understand why he said, do you want to write it in the car? Because if I had chose to do that, they would be coming outside and seeing me sitting in the back of a police car right across the street from where they live. And those people also briefly came out when the officer was parked in front of the house the previous time. So this is very devious, and the reason he said that, it may have sounded innocent at the time. Like I said, I didn't think anything of it until I rewatched the footage. The reason he said that was because he knew he probably knew that those people were going to be coming outside because they had gone to various people in the neighborhood and spread lies and slander about me, as they had done in the previous place, in order to initiate these people to harass me. Not specifically them in this situation. I'm not saying that they did anything like that, but they wanted those people to see me in the back of the car so that they could deceive them into thinking that I'm some type of criminal, when in fact the opposite is the case, and I've called them about a criminal who is harassing me. So that's how devious these police officers are. He knew exactly what he was doing when he said that, and he was trying to trick me into getting into the back of the car to write it, because he knew that those people across the street were just going to conveniently come out and look over and see me in the back of a police car. And again, that would further help them to enlist people in the neighborhood to say that I'm some type of dangerous criminal, when in fact I'm the one being harassed here. So this is how dishonest these people are.
To write in the car? Or?
I can, wherever's best for you. I can write it out here if you want. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Write here if you want.
Okay. So what am I'm just going to put up the threat? Okay, I'll write the date.
We need your video after.
Okay, no problem.
Can you send that by mail?
I can get a USB, put it on USB and bring it to the station. It's on there now. It is on a USB now, but like I can also give you, probably better to give you a copy. Can I bring it directly into the station? Would that work? You're located just down here, right?
Yeah, but can you just send it on the email?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I can do that as well. If you provide me with the address, I'll do that. This is the 8th today? Or the 9th?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Or should I detail everything he's done for the whole time?
No,
just the threat.
For today,
okay.
What you call the threat.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that.
Consider,
and what do I fill this out up here or no? Just.
No, don't worry with that.
Okay, I think that's about it. I'm not going to write the whole situation of everything that's occurred, but I can provide further information about that, and I have other videos too, so yeah, no problem.
It's your new address here.
For now, yeah. It's probably only a month or two more, maybe. Oh, and when you're done there, sorry, I will ask for your badge numbers again. I apologize, I don't remember. Okay,
do you have the card I give you?
Oh, sorry. No, I don't. Did you give me a card? I don't think you did.
I give you a card with the file number.
Shoot. I don't know whether I put it in my wallet. Maybe I did take it in there.
Your phone number?
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll complete the file, send that to the ground for the procedure.
Oh, sorry. Can I see that again? Can I see that? I just want to see the number, just for my records. There. Okay. So I would email them the.
Yeah, I will give you my email.
Okay.
you will send the whole video of what you.
I can do that. Yeah, I can send for what happened today. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
where the threat was made.
By what you show.
Well, I can have a lot of other stuff with him too.
No,
Like,
just this video. Just
okay,
what
okay.
you heard.
Yeah, I'll show you what I showed. What I showed you.
Is the threat.
Okay.
I will take this video for a complaint.
Okay, okay.
For the fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
And now, as I'm talking to the police, right on cue, you can see the family across the street just happens to all be coming outside and going to their vehicle, and you can see them kind of looking over. And this is likely coordinated with the police, because in these situations, what they do when they're targeting somebody in this way, they will go to people in the neighborhood, lie to them, and try to enlist them to take part in these fake neighborhood watch situations. They lie to the people and say things like that the person is some type of criminal. They mislead them and try and convince them that they're doing a good thing by participating in watching this individual. And it's all done through inversion, lies, and deceit. And that's exactly why he asked me if I wanted to write this thing in the car, because he wanted them to see me in the back of a police car knowing that they were going to be all coming outside. Obviously, that would further their agenda, and it would further the purpose of what the police had done here with going around to lie to various people in the neighborhood to try to enlist them to take part in these fake neighborhood watch situations, which really amount to just stalking and harassing a person every time they go out by lying about the person and claiming that the person is some sort of threat. So you could see clearly here what he had done initially. That was to purposefully try to manipulate the situation, to falsely portray the situation, and to try and deceive these people into thinking that I was some type of criminal who was being arrested by the police. And this is how these operations are run. It's all through deceit and manipulation. And these are the types of devious people that are involved in law enforcement all throughout this country.
Okay, sounds good. Notice this. So the report, I could pick that up at the police station. When would that be?
Not for this report. You have to because it's that will you press charge for criminal offense.
Yeah.
You have to wait the file proceed to have a copy.
Oh, okay. So once it goes through the Crown, then I would get the report. Is that correct? Okay.
You can make the demand, but probably.
No, it's not it. As long as I get it at some point, that's fine.
You can start.
Now, obviously, you're gonna write that in there because I'm pressing charges. So you are gonna. Okay. That's what I wanted. Okay, I appreciate your help.
Don't worry, because I cannot send the file without the video. Okay.
I understand. I understand.
The proof you have to send.
Yeah.
When I will receive the video, I will complete the
report. Okay.
I will send that to the Crown.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
Okay,
Thanks.
no problem. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, look at that. I think it's that guy. Yeah, it's that creep. Of course, he's coming home right as I'm coming home. So, look at him looking over here. So, playing the same stupid game again. Look at him now, right? I'm already pressing charges against this guy for the threat that he made. And you can see they've got him out here doing the same stupid act here in the morning, right? Walking across the field there and crossing to the house right as I arrive here. So, give him a bit of time to go in, because this is all to provoke some stupid altercation. He's supposed to be leaving at the end of the month, at the end of June, which is only a few more days. At least that's what I was told by the landlord, so So you can see him coming there right as I'm arriving again. No doubt about what's going on here. And still waiting to hear back with regards to the charges that I'm pressing against this guy for the threat that he made. So you can see he's going in there just before I go. Now are they going to have him stand inside the doorway again? I mean, I don't know. Let's see if he's out here. And then right away too. Nothing here over here today. They're pretty stupid to use him because again, I've already gonna be pressed charge against him. Why in the heck would he be over there too? Like, well, we know why. It's so that I'll see it right as I come home. So anyway, he's supposed to be leaving though at the end of June. But I have a feeling they're going to dismiss any type of charges though, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, now look at this as I'm arriving here too. So it's actually pulling out just as I arrive here. I don't know if that's him or if it's somebody else. Could be him, I don't know. That looks like that might be him actually. I didn't know he even had a vehicle, but maybe he does. Okay. Yeah, so that's just as I'm coming home, you can see there. I think that was him getting into the car there and pulling out as well. So he's walking over there.
I'm just about to leave now. As I've said before, there's cameras in the house, so you might see some same-time exit entry here, we'll see. They've been on again, off again with it. It's not every night, but we'll see. Of course, that's for plausible deniability as well. Standing out front again, so you can see it. I'm about to leave for work. Look at this, huh? Right as I'm about to leave. And the landlord told me he was leaving too at the end of the month. So he goes and stands there as soon as I'm about to leave again. After I was going to press charges against this guy. Okay, I'm calling the landlord. I'm gonna try to leave again. Strange how he just knows the moment I'm about to open the door, too, huh? Let's see here. Okay, try it again now. Yeah, the landlord said he's trying to get him to leave, but he won't leave. So I just called the landlord about the guy. Told him he'd already made a threat of violence against me, and I was pressing charges against him for that. I wanted to. The police know about it. So all they had to do supposedly was go before the Crown with the evidence I had of him making the threat. Landlord told me he was leaving at the end of June, but he's still there, and then as soon as I'm about to leave, he goes and stands out front because he gets a text message when I'm leaving. And then now the landlord tells me the guy refuses to leave, and he won't pay the rent either. and he's causing problems with other people upstairs. I guess that's true, I don't know, but so he knows fully well, this guy, that because he was informed by the police that I was going to press charges against him. You could see somebody pulling in down there, just another guy here too, right? It's going to cross over so you can get a better view. This side you'll see a lot of same time exit entry. They've started this nonsense again here. So a guy there standing there on the side. You can see that. So there, and then and now going back in. You'll see. Just gonna go back in. Just see. That's the same house too. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. So there, and then here as well. Coming out as I'm leaving. So we'll probably see the cops next. So the cops last night here. Also. Yeah. So anyway, this guy continues to be a problem. I haven't heard back from the police with regards to that situation, and it's been over what, like 3 weeks. I have a feeling if I contact them, they're going to say something like, "Oh well, you were supposed to show up for, you know, for something to do with the charges I was pressing again." Well, you never told me. They never contacted me. Never let me know when that was going to be or what I had to do after that. So I'm emailing them. If I don't hear back, or if they say, "Oh well, the time passed" or something, it's ridiculous. Because they never gave me any further information. I filled out all the paperwork to press the charges. I provided them with the video evidence of him making a threat. And was just waiting to hear back as to what the next step was. Nothing from them, of course, because they're in on it, of course. But yeah, so the landlord's telling me this guy's refusing to pay the rent, and he's being very, continuing to be disruptive. And again, somehow he knows exactly when I'm going to leave, because as soon as I put my shoes on and whatever, when I'm getting ready, and I'm just about to open the door, he comes out and stands and blocks the front doorway. You saw him there in the footage. So I think it's about time to put this footage up with the situation with the police and this guy. I was holding back on it because I wanted to see how they're going to handle it, if it's going to be brought, what the Crown's going to do. I have a good, strong feeling they're just going to say, they're going to either make an excuse and say the time's passed and you should have shown up the next day or something. Like how am I supposed to know that? You never told me. Never told me what the next step was to move forward with that, of course, because they don't want me to move forward with it because it's illegitimate, and they're probably just going to let the guy walk anyway, despite the threat. But the video evidence of him making a threat of violence against me. And saying you're going to get your ass kicked is a threat of violence. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So, this is the thing. If you're dealing with this situation, these targeting situations, you cannot get into physical confrontation unless someone attacks you. You just can't do it, because if any way you get violent, everyone around you, they're going to have people around you who are going to lie about it and say that you caused the confrontation. So you can't get in fights with people. You can if somebody attacks you, you have you have basic human rights to defend yourself, but beyond that, you can't get into fights with people, and you're absolutely stupid if you do that, because they're going to try to get people to provoke you into that, and then they're going to have others around lie about it and say that you caused it and that you're a violent person. That's what they want to do, is present the picture of the person they're targeting as violent or unstable. So you cannot in any way get violent, only to defend yourself, and only if it's in a dire situation. So when he made that threat, I was like, okay, perfect. I got him on camera making a threat. That's perfect. Now we're going to see if the police are going to actually do their jobs. If they don't, it's going to be glaringly obvious. If the Crown protects him and says, no, we're not going to move forward with the charges, we've got pure evidence right there that the legal system is illegitimate and a joke. Which I think it already, most of us know it is, but we've got clear-cut evidence that I can then put out and disseminate to show that. So, didn't hear back from the police. It's been about not quite a month yet since that. I don't think it's been a month anyway. He's still doing the same things. He's still coming outside, not every day, but they're having him do the same thing still. And you could not do that unless you're getting messaged by someone, unless someone's telling him that I'm getting ready to go, because I'm not going at the exact same time every night. Yet somehow he knows when I'm about to leave and goes and stands out there to attempt to provoke a confrontation. So that's what this guy is. He's a career criminal. They're going to move him somewhere else after this, after he gets kicked out of here, which the landlord's trying to kick him out. Unfortunately, there are a bunch of loopholes around this where a tenant can drag things on like this. The police have already come to deal with him, and they seem to... The female police officer took his side almost entirely and was completely illogical and about everything. So anyway, that's just to cause more stress as I was about to leave. And again, you see, each time I upload a video, they do these types of things because the videos show the truth. And these people loathe the truth. Everything they do is deceitful and manipulative and dishonest. So we'll see how that moves forward. Probably he's going to be there for another month. I don't know why the police can't just come and kick him out. He hasn't paid the rent. I think there's a time period where if he doesn't pay the rent for, what is it, 2 weeks or something like that, I think, in Quebec, then they have the right to do that if he's behind. And he's made no effort to do that. And like the police are going to say, like that woman tried to say, well, he has a right to go out. Of course he has a right to go out whenever he wants to. But when you're leaving at the exact moment someone does, and blocking a doorway intentionally after they're pressing charges against you, that's clearly intentional. And there's no question that someone is telling him to do these things as well. So that's why he's so arrogant about it, because he's fairly sure that there'll be no repercussions, and there probably won't be, if the legal system is as corrupt as I believe it is. But you got to try it. You got to see.
Give me a break. This guy's here again today, is that it? I can't tell if that's him. That's him again. He's some creep stalker. Oh, shut up. He's standing inside there. Where did I enter the store? You can see it right away. I think that's him, isn't it? Yeah, that's him there. You can see him there. And he's smiling too, you can see. So the second day in a row here, stalking showing up right where I am. You can see this here, right? Same location. Right as I arrive, intentional. Okay, again. So I got the footage there. I'm gonna show the police this. I'm calling the police again this morning. This is second consecutive day. He's arrived right when I've arrived, and he's waiting right inside the door. Hi there. I'm sorry? Oh yeah, no, I was gonna go in and I didn't come through, so that's why it went off. Yeah, I was pushing. There's somebody in there who I don't want to see, so that's why I came back out. I was going through with the cart. No, this is my bag. Yeah, I just don't want to go in there while he's there. That's. Yeah, no, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I just saw he was in there. I don't want to go in while he's there. So he's a guy who's a tenant who lives where I live, and he follows me to the store here. So I noticed he was in there. I said I'm not going in while he's there. So he's the guy standing in there with he's got the hat on. He follows me all the time. I've had to call the police. I have charges pressed against him for harassment, and now he's showing up right when I get here in the morning. So that's why it's I don't want to go in while he's there. So yeah, I'm waiting for him to leave. He rents a place at the same house where I live down the street. The police I have charges pending against him for harassment, and he's still doing these things. They're trying to kick him out of the house, but he won't leave. So yeah, it's difficult. So that's why I don't want to go in while he's there, right? I'm gonna wait till he leaves. Thank you. Thank you. You too. Yeah, he's standing right I arrive. And he saw me and he kind of smirked too, so I'm going to wait. He goes right over to the area where I would go when I go into. So I'm just going to wait here. And then, actually, I'll go over to Dollarama. This is the second consecutive day. I'm phoning the police this morning again with this footage here, so. Because that's criminal stalking. So he's blocking the door when I'm leaving the other night. He shows up right when I'm coming home the other day, and he shows up right when I'm here, despite knowing that I'm pressing charges against him for a threat of violence. That's way over the line, and that's criminal stalking by anyone's definition. Okay, I've already let the police know his presence is unwanted. I don't want to be near him, and he's still showing up everywhere I go. So, like I explained to that lady right there. Actually, maybe I'll go into Dollarama and I'll just come back down. I don't want to go in near that guy. So you can clearly see that is criminal stalking, and it meets the criteria for the definition of criminal stalking in Quebec. So when I called the police today, if they're going to tell me they don't want to assist with this, well, there's already charges pending against him for uttering threats of violence, that's absurd. So I'm going to call them again today.
Same officers. Same officers. Hello, how are you? Okay, so let me get my shoes. Give me 1 second. I'll come out and speak to you. Okay, so here's what's gone on since the last meeting we had here. The same things are happening, but what I have now, he's continuing to do these things despite knowing, as I communicated to you yesterday, that I have the situation pending with the charges, with wanting to bring charges against him. He continues to do it intentionally. Same situation this morning. Right as I get to the grocery store, he shows up and goes in right in front of me, and he's right there. The other night, I have footage of this. I can show you this. As soon as I put my shoes on to leave the room, come up here to go out, he comes right up to the front, stands here, blocks the front door, so I can't come out. This is him coming right now, conveniently here. He's coming right there. So again, the same things are going on. I looked up the definitions of the law for criminal stalking in Quebec, what he's doing, and then there's another incident as well. 3 incidents I could show you on video the past few days. It meets the criteria for criminal stalking and harassment. The landlord has asked him to leave. He's not paying the rent. He refuses to leave, and he continues to show up everywhere I go. I will show you evidence of this again. He's coming here now. I don't feel comfortable around him. I feel threatened by him. He's made a threat of violence against me, and here he is here. So I'm asking you to issue him a warning to stop doing these things, and to leave me alone and stop showing up everywhere I go. I have proof of you today. I have proof of what you did today. I'll show you the proof, okay?
What are you today? I went to the bathroom.
So you want us to give him a warning?
First, I want to show you what he did today. He's lying through his teeth. The moment I got to the grocery store, he's right in front, as he did before, and goes in. Right as get away from me. Don't come near me. You're unstable. He made a threat of. He's walking toward me. I said, stay away from me. I don't know why you're always defending this psychopath who's been harassed. He can go in. He can go in. Sure. I don't like being near him because he's violent. He's made a threat of violence against me. You know that. I showed you the evidence of that. He's showing up everywhere I go still, despite the fact that he knows that there are charges that are going to be laid against him for that criminal activity. He showed up the moment I got there today. I have video proof of it. Showing up everywhere a person goes and knowing exactly where they're going to be meets the criteria of criminal stalking. I don't want to talk to you while he's here. So he can either go inside, and then I'm going to show you the evidence to prove what I'm saying, that he has been showing up to harass me again today. He's been harassing me for a month.
Do you want to go inside?
I didn't even say hi to him. I didn't even go near
It doesn't matter whether you said hi to me. You know what you're doing. No. My video will prove he's lying. My video will prove he's lying. My video will prove he's lying. No, he showed up the moment I got there.
I didn't even say hi to him. I didn't even...
Doesn't matter what you say, it's stalking, by the definition of stalking.
God, for the love of God, man. Leave me alone.
Do you hear this? turning it around and trying to blame the person who he's harassing. No, do you hear this? That's the total inversion of what's happening. He's showing up everywhere I go. I'm going to show you evidence again today that he's lying right here. He showed up right inside the doors as soon as I go through the doors. I had to, and then the lady comes out and she said, "Why didn't you go in?" Because I was going to go in, right? And then I see him there. I was like, okay, I'm not going to go in. I don't want to be near him because of what I've told you. He's unstable. He's made it. You saw a video footage. I proved it to you. He made a threat of violence against me. And after that, while it's pending for the charges, you told him there were charges pending. I assume last time. He's still showing up everywhere I go. So you can understand, I don't feel comfortable with this guy around me. I want a warning issued that he should stop doing that. He somehow knows where I'm going to be. Now, I don't know how that is, but it's very precise. So if you would like to come in, I can show you more evidence of what he did this morning and how he came out and aggressively stood here blocking the door as soon as I was leaving for work, the moment I put my shoes on the other night. Can I show you that? Okay.
If you want to,
the main thing is I want him warned not to do these things, but I want to quickly show you that just to show he's lying. Because he's lying today. Yes, he did go over there to get food,
and
but
after that you will send to me my...
yeah, I can do that to that, for sure. Or do you want me to just sit? It's up to you. I just want to show you because he's lying about this, right?
How much time?
It won't take long. It won't take long. I just want to show you that...
To send to me how much time?
Oh, well, what I had to do before is I had to condense the file to make it smaller. Yeah, for the email. It's not going to take long. It's like I have the two incidents. Yeah, and I just, if you could, I want to leave for work tonight and not have him not show up wherever I am, and just issue him a warning if you could. I understand what you're saying. He has the right to go in, but I'm nervous of it.
So it's hard for us to tell him to never be around you because
I understand that part of it. Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying. Here, let me tell you this too. Sorry, there's one other thing I left. I think I told you this in the email. The landlord has been saying he's doing the same things to people, apparently bothering people upstairs. I don't know. I haven't spoken to them if he is doing that. The landlord has told him to leave. He refuses to pay the rent. The landlord's told him to leave. The landlord said to me, "We want him out of here. He's causing problems. We will have him leave by the end of June." He's refusing to leave now, and he's still doing it. Yeah, I know. But I can also tell you, the landlord will verify what I'm saying if I call him. So that okay, let's show you. Yeah, come on in. Yeah. It seems to me that he's being told exactly where I'm going to be too, because there's no way you could know where somebody's going to be that many times. So this is the incident this morning I have here. You just come to the door like before. I'll show you. You can see here, right? This is literally just as the Provigo, yeah. So as soon as the doors open, he's right there in front of me, standing right there. What I did here, I'll play it for you. Okay?
Which o'clock is that now?
Say again, sorry?
Around which o'clock?
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you the exact time. It's 7:59, so it's right when they open the doors. I stop in there on my way home from work just because, there's not many people there usually. There's hardly anyone there. Right away, as soon as I go into the doors, he's going right through there, and you can see him standing right here, and he looks at and kind of smirks too.
You work night shift?
Yeah, I'm in Ottawa, so when I'm coming home, I'll just stop there, right? It's happened too many times and he knows the situation. So here it is, here, right? He's right there. Now, when I see this, I don't go in. I want to make that clear. I don't go in. I said, "Oh, there's that guy." I leave, and so that starts going off, right? That's me. I explained to the store clerk. She said, "What happened with that? Did you walk out?" I said, "No." I said, "I didn't go in because there's a guy in there who's been stalking me." So the store clerk comes out and speaks to me here. That you can see, that's clearly him there. So he's lying and saying he just went up there now. He was there when I got there.
Same location. Right as I arrived.
Same location where he threatened me, too. Okay, now let me show you the clip from the other night where as soon as I was about to leave, he stands by the door. Give me 1 second here. And it was timed exactly to the point where I don't know how he knows when I'm going to be leaving. It's very precise, just like today. So, okay, July 2nd. Let me just load this up here. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here, give me 1 second here. I'm just about to leave here. Right there. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to do this again. Let me show this again. I'm coming up the stairs here. I'm leaving the room, right? It's all dark. And I'm saying to myself, watch. He's going to go out. That's what I'm saying because I'm recording. I'm saying, watch. He's going to go out there and stand there. Or somebody's going to go out and stand there. They've been stopping it for a little while for plausible deniability. Here he comes. Now, when I go up there, look at where he's positioned at the door. Okay? I'm coming up now. I want to just leave for work. Look at where he's positioned. Right away. Now that you can see what's going on there, okay? So that's what I want to show you.
You want to put that in the...
Yeah, both of those incidents, and there's more too, but I'll show you that for now. Can you issue him?
For that,
Yeah.
Which o'clock?
That was right here. Oh, sorry. I'll tell you. That would have been around.
Yesterday.
No, that's the second. 20:38. So that's 8:36 p.m. 8:36 p.m. Yeah.
July 2.
They're correct. Yeah, the night. And then yesterday, as I'm coming home, he's coming right through the door as well. So.
We'll
Could you warn him again? I just want to.
We'll talk with him twice and we add something
Okay.
to that file.
Can you also keep me in touch, updated with what happens with the crown?
It's not possible, sir. It's not possible to do that because it's when I send.
How am I going to know though what happens with the charges though? That's.
You wait because it's.
No, I know, I understand.
I'll call you. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to call me each day. You understand?
No, I didn't.
Crown will call you when the
So they will contact me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
At this point, just
Yeah.
let
Okay.
the Crown do.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand. The only reason I contacted you because I didn't know what was happening, so I just wanted to get clear. Okay, now I know. Okay.
Sometimes when the people don't know the system. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Thank you again for helping. Thank you.